Right now at 11, we are following breaking news in Chesapeake. Police are on the scene of an officer-involved shooting.
And this happened shortly after 8 o'clock on Sir Gawain Drive near Deep Creek Boulevard. 10 on your side's Liz Palka's live there. Liz, what happened?
Well, Tom and Nicole, a man is in the hospital right now. We are working to get a current update on his condition. Police had to shoot him after they say he fired several shots at two Chesapeake police officers. Let's show you the scene right here. This is Sir Gawain Drive at the intersection with Camelot Boulevard. It's the Camelot neighborhood in Deep Creek. All of this happened, according to police, at 8:15 tonight. They were called out for an attempted suicide. As two officers approached the suspect, they saw him in the middle of Sir Gawain Drive armed with a rifle. They say that man immediately fired in direction of the officers who were still in their cruisers at that point. Once they were fired upon, they got out of their patrol cars and fired back at that man, hitting him. He was injured, at least as far as we know right now. He was transported to Maryview Hospital in Portsmouth. Again, we are working to find out more about his condition. Chesapeake Police, the fire department, the sheriff's office are all out here right now. You can see that it is a very active scene. It takes up most of Sir Gawain Drive. Let's zoom in to the center of the street right now. We can show you one of the evidence markers. It appears to be placed right next to a rifle. Just knowing that the suspect was armed with a rifle, we're thinking that is probably the one that's been there the last hour or so, at least from what we could tell. Police are gathering as much evidence as they can. They say it's a concerned citizen that placed this 911 call first. We have more from Officer Ravi Sheth. Take a listen.
As you can see, forensics is out. They'll be collecting all the shells that are left around, that type of thing, getting statements, as well as detectives out here getting statements from witnesses and officers. First and foremost, we want to make sure that nobody's injured. We want to make sure everybody is safe, no citizens are harmed.
And I have spoken to a lot of people who heard the gunshots. I haven't been able to find people that actually saw something at this point, but a lot of people did hear it. One woman said she heard several shots, then a few minutes later she heard even more. I talked to another young man who said he distinctively heard two different types of guns being used, which would make sense since there were two different types, with the suspect firing and then the police firing. He said there were at least 5 or 6 rounds each time. There have also been a lot of neighbors just coming out of their houses to check on everything, wanting to know who was involved, who was shot during this officer-involved shooting. Some people have said they think they know the person that was armed with the rifle in the center of Sir Gawain Drive. We have not gotten any names. People just very concerned that one of their loved ones could be involved. Officers said they're checking with neighbors to make sure no one is hurt, and again, still trying to gather evidence at this point. So we're still trying to work on how that suspect is doing in the hospital after he was shot, and trying to get the latest on this investigation. We'll have more for you on Wavy News 10 today. That starts at 4:30. Live in Chesapeake, I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.